like to introduce myself, Binyamin Tepfer. I am a clinical psychologist and the director of Tepfer and Associates, a practice where we treat addiction, co-addiction, do groups and individual therapy. The topic that I am going to be talking about is wounded healers of the soul. In therapy, generally, we focus a lot on the tasks and the skills and the exercises that are effective and that need to be administered in the practices that we run. However, in addition to that, in addition to really the content of what therapy is made up of, there's also a very, very crucial and vital and a bit more difficult to define aspect, and that's the process. And the process is how we deliver, how we administer, and how we go about carrying through those exercises as therapists, connecting to other human beings who are with us, namely the clients that we're working with. And one of the aspects that come across both in the literature in terms of psychology, as well as interdisciplinary in terms of the arts, in terms of writings from different religious and cultural and social sources, is a concept of the therapist being someone who is a wounded healer. And what that means simply is that us as therapists joining in a very empathic kind of way is the result of us as human beings understanding and being in touch with our own, whether it's similar or whether it's different, kind of limitations, shortcomings, blind spots. And not that we necessarily need to actually talk about those things in a very specific way with our clients. That's not what the wounded healer needs to do. But what the wounded healer, in terms of being an effective therapist, needs to bring in is an awareness inside of him or herself of having those aspects, creating a synergy, an empathy that is somehow tangible, less definable, but when one feels that, one understands that there's a fellow traveler rather than someone who's, in a one-up position. And we get to do that by really being in touch in various different ways, joining our clients at a level that's very different than just administering tasks in a way that doesn't come from that kind of place. And that makes our therapy all the more relevant, pragmatic, as well as accessible to the clients that we work with. And in doing so, we create change that's far beyond if we don't take that stance.